What's going on, guys and gals? Stock Jock here, up $1,181 in the first hour of trading. Definitely a nice morning for sure. A lot of pops and drops. I was pretty fortunate not to get stuck in too many of these trades, as they all pretty much sold off. Just kind of a crazy day in the market overall. I finished the day up $1,749, but like I'm showing here, most of it was made in the first hour. So let's get into the trades. So FORD is the first play that I hit today. This one is in my trader Rolodex. I've played it before. I'm familiar with the name. I'm familiar with the stock. I know it can pop. It's a 9 million share float. So when I saw it hit my scanners, I checked it out. I noticed, it's only up about 10 cents from where it opened. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a whirl. It had enough volume today to hit the scanners, so we'll give it a shot. There's no special entry about this. I'm just getting in with, a stop loss of, 160 probably. So I'm risking about 8 cents. So I get in. You'll see I take half just to lock in some profit, and then I'll just play around with the other half. And as soon as it shows any kind of weakness, like either selling starts to hit on the bid, or the bid just starts reversing, like the bid goes like 177, then 175, and then 174 starts going down, that's another sign of weakness, and I'll just get out the rest. So I made a nice little profit on this, but no home run on this. But again, it was the first trade of the day, just trying to get green. FORD hitting the scanners. I'll jump in. 168. It's a former runner, played it before. Sold half, 173.
Low on TRPX is 681. Looks like that level might break.
If it gets over 180, it might get the 2.
Ford, FORD.
Nope, selling off. Alright, sold the rest at 177. Oh, now the volume starts to come in. So I traded Ford again. This time I'm chasing this one a little bit. I thought some chat rooms are about to jump into this. I can hear them talking about it in my ears, so I jump in thinking that they're going to jump in, and what happens is the pullback happens as soon as I buy it. So the next candle will form, you'll see that, and it's a red candle, it's a pullback candle, which it's up quite a bit, so I expected a pullback. And in this kind of scenario, I'm making sure I don't get flushed out. That would be my stop loss, maybe if the break of VWAP happened. So you'll see me in this instance, I check the VWAP, see what that price is, and I'll say, okay, if it goes below that, I'll bail. But what I'm ideally looking for is I'm waiting for this, not this candle, but the next one to open up and close, and then I want to see the 1 minute candle over candle create the next leg up. And what happens is like we get that next leg up, it goes candle over candle, and it just doesn't go anywhere. You'd think for the break of 190, $2 would be pretty easy to get, especially this time of day when there's nothing else hitting the scanners, but it just didn't have the steam to do it immediately. And I wanted to see a big spike in volume. It just didn't come. So when I saw that, I just bailed. I lost a penny on the trade, and I tried to get over to another stock, HEAR, which started to rip at the exact same time, but I missed out on that one too.
Ford.
Back in. Thought 190 would break, we'd get a run, but
High is 90 right now.
HEAR, Turtle Beach, resumes now. $4.23 pumping here.
Long here, HEAR. This one is a scalp. Just resumed from a circuit breaker halt.
right, out of Ford, even.
And shares hitting 5.6
HEAR
on Turtle
came out of the
Beach.
halt, and I wanted to get
And
into
the
that
chart
one,
was
but
halted
good
again
lord, the
on
thing just
a
jumped
circuit
$2.
IRA, but I only got a
HEAR.
HEAR.
So this next play was HEAR. So I missed it out of the halt, and a lot of times out of the halt, you know, a stock will shoot back up. Well, in this case, HEAR did not shoot up. It actually sold off. And as it came back down, traders are looking for an entry on this thing. And you know, sometimes they'll use the candle over candle in the 1 minute. Sometimes they'll use the whole dollar entry point, which in this case would be the break of 5 again. So, which would also correlate to the VWAP, the break of the VWAP here. So why I took this entry is because I also heard the chat rooms I subscribe to, which, you know, is about 4,000 or 5,000 people in these chat rooms total. They're all looking at HAR, and they're all starting to talk about the $5 entry point. Well, I want to be in it before they all jump in it, you know, and make waves, especially on this thing. E-Trade is showing it's 49 million share float, but it actually just did a recent reverse split, so it's actually about a 5 million share float. So it can really move. So when I hear, and you'll hear them, talk about the $5 entry point, I jump in, they all jump in, thousands of people jump in, the thing shoots up to 570, and I sell half on the way up, and I was really thinking $6 would break, but it got up to 570 and then dropped to like 530. And when I saw that, there's just no strength there. I just sold the rest. Made a good profit on it, but I left a lot on the table just because I thought 570 would lead to $6 and then maybe a second hold. And it just didn't pan out that way.
168 now on the board.
HEAR is open again, 550 the high.
Sold in my IRA and sold in my main account 540. We hit a high of 550.
S&P futures dropping to the low 26, 13, 25.
So we'll watch the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. Trying to trade 2 accounts at once is not.
I'm watching HEAR, hanging at the VWAP here.
So high of the last 1 minute candle is 540. High of day is 550. Watching it back over 5. Added at 491. There we go. Added it for $5 on here. Anticipating the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. Added again at 537. Looking for the break over the $0.5. There's 560 scaling out on the ask. Stop now, break even. See what it says here. I'm hovering between break even and being.
All right, so this next trade is TRPX. This one I had been watching out of the gates. This one was very interesting to me for a few reasons, mainly because it was such a low float stock. It had pretty decent news out, and I just was looking for it to get some kind of spike. So you can kind of see out of the open here, this is the 5-minute chart, and this is the 1-minute chart down here. Out of the open, it sold off 5-minute chart and just didn't do much, and I was just waiting. So I was looking on the 5-minute chart, and I noticed there's some significant levels that the chart was making. The first one was this double top, and we're going to go ahead and put that right here. You can kind of see it. We went candle over candle, popped up here, sold off, popped up here again. So now we have a double top, which is actually a bear sign. So we'll go ahead and mark that right there, right? Actually, let's just make it a little bit more obvious. So there's our double top right here. All right, there. Okay. So that's our double top. That's a significant level, and I can carry that out, you know, as a level that I was definitely watching. So there's our double top, and I'm thinking to myself, if we can break that, maybe it gets us some sort of pop. So watching the 5 minute chart, this is kind of what keyed me off that thing was ready to go. So sold off, and then this pop, uh, it wasn't another stair step down. The stair step actually was changing direction. So if at first, we were moving in kind of like this direction in the channel, I don't know why I just did that. I'll get rid of that one. Kind of in this direction in the channel. This move here kind of signaled that it was ready to go up again, because it wasn't a stair step down. You can kind of see the stair step down here. It went across, down. And, if it was a stair step down, you'd see more of a pattern like this. This one stepped down, but then it came almost all the way back up to where that's telling me it's changing direction. So when it does that, and I'm a long trader, I'll look for any kind of sign that tells me it's ready to go. And that sign came in this candle right here. So we had the pop up to this resistance level, which created the double top. Then I was watching this candle, which is a pullback candle. And the way this candle opened up, and you can kind of see it down here on the 1 minute chart, it kind of sold off. I was watching for the candle over candle on the 5 minute, which would have been the break right here. See how this is the pullback candle, and sometimes I'll play the break of the previous candle's high, which is right about here. But what keyed me off here is when it opened lower, it actually went candle under candle, which is a bearish sign, which tells me it wanted to go back down. But it only dropped. I mean, you can see this is the high of the candle, low of the candle. So when I hover over it, you can see the low is 665 of this one, the low of this one is 662. It didn't really sell off. So if you're a short seller, you're thinking, okay, it's going to roll over and drop down. But when you get candle under candle here on the 5 minute, and it doesn't do anything, you're thinking to yourself, maybe it's dead. And you kind of see that here. It rolled over, it didn't do anything, and then started to come back up. So that was clue number one, that this thing was ready to give me a pop. The second thing, and why I took my entry, and you'll see in just a second, is watching the L2 of this stock. A big bidder showed up, and I was like, okay, there's a big bidder on the bid side. I'm going to jump in right now, and I'll roll a clip in just a second. You'll see that live. Worst case scenario, I'll sell into that block. Best case scenario, we get candle over candle. We break this double top here. We get a nice pop over 7. Here's another. Where's horizontal? There we go. $7 is a natural resistance. If we break that, maybe we hit this resistance. If we break that, we get up here. So there's definitely some resistance above it. But for me as a scalper, I'm just looking to make some money. I'm not trying to hit home runs out of the park. Break a 7 would be great. So, and that's kind of what happened for me. I got all the breaks that I was looking for. A nice pop, volume started to come in. This 685 level was key. You'll hear me talk about that. It's the double top here. Breaking that was key, and you can kind of see the volume coming in, getting that nice spike up. Good volume coming in, and kind of just flushed out afterwards. So that's why I got to say, you always want to take your profits, because you don't know what these stocks are going to do. You're not making money until you hit that sell button and put that green in your pocket. So that's kind of my thought process through all this, and I'll roll the clip now, and you can kind of see that in play.
Break. Got 280 bumped up here, so right now is my goal.
Watching the 5 minute play here on TRPX, the upside, it went candle under candle and only went down 3 cents. So that tells me it's ready to go to the upside. So 680 break, needs to break 685. We're watching pretty closely. I'm long. There's a big block buyer, 675. Stop loss will be 671 break. There's 685. There we go. We need the VWAP break here. Selling half 685 just to lock in some profit. VWAP is going to reject. Yep. So stop loss on the rest will probably be below 680. Come on, $7. Go, go, go. Good. See if 7 can hold. If 7 breaks, I'll sell the rest. I can always get back in. Looks like a hidden buyer at 703, so if that broke, I'd get out now. Big block at 710. Let's see if that scares off these buyers. Right through it. All right, 703 broke. I gotta take my profit, $7. And that's how I finished the morning, up $1,181. Definitely a nice morning. If you're interested in my training style, if you're interested in learning how to trade, if you have any kind of questions and you're just looking for someone to help you out, that's what me and my team are here for. We've got a lot of great people in my free chat room. Link for that is down in the description down below. It's the Discord link. Please come in, ask questions. There are no dumb questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question. I've been asked everything under the sun, and I'll be asked it again, no doubt, in my trading career. We're here to help people. You know, the whole reason why I started this chat room is because when I was a beginning trader, you know, there wasn't anyone out there that was looking to help anybody. You know, they had the chat rooms that are wanting you to sign up, and, you know, they make money off your signups, which, you know, that's their business. That's more power to them. But even when you sign up, you really didn't get that individual help that I needed, and I had so many questions I needed answers for. And you know, I thought to myself, if I ever made it, you know, through this beginning stage, that I'd open up a chat room and help people out, that, you know, just help new traders out, and that's why I started it. So a link for my free Discord is down in the description below. Please come join us. It's a great educational tool. I'm on mic during trading hours, calling out what I see. We also have other traders in there calling out what they see. Great experienced group. If you're an experienced trader, we'd love to have you as well to join the ranks of the other experienced traders that we have. And also, if you're interested in any of the chat room services I subscribe to, I pay money for. The link for those are down in the description down below. And if you have any questions on any of those, feel free to ask. I subscribe to a ton, and I make money on all of them. I have not lost any money on any of them. For instance, the Millionaire Roadmap group that you see in the link down below, that cost me $3,000. And you might be saying that's insane, but if I can make more than $3,000 off of that subscription service for the year, was it worth it? Absolutely. I've made over $8,000 off of that, so I'm a positive $5,000. You know, who doesn't want that? It's 100% return of investment. Yes, please. So anyway, all those links are down in the description below. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, and I will see you in the next video.